So, I'm in bed, and I'm not reading a book, I'm not meditating, I'm not watching some productive self-improvement content. I'm just laying there, consuming pointless, shitty content on YouTube, just scrolling short after short after short, and I get up, am I about to do something ultra-productive, some ultra-masculine endeavor? No, because I'm lost in life. I just don't know what to do with my life. I have all these booming voices from people telling me, you should do this, you should follow this path, teachers, parents, whatever it is. You feel lost in life because you have no purpose. So you may have heard of like purpose before. I think I've spoken about it. You may have seen some other self-improvement YouTubers speak about it, but purpose is something that's really, really dear to me, and that I really want you to find. If we can become more purposeful young men, we will shape the world into a better place. The more purposeless you are, the sadder you feel, the shittier you feel, and overall, the lower your life quality. So finding a purpose is absolutely crucial for life. So before we dig into the nitty-gritty of how to find your purpose, it's important that we cover why it is you're purposeless. Because, like, you know, in the 1940s, people didn't have purpose crises. A purpose crisis. You know, like, you think your great-great-great-great-grandfather didn't know what to do with his life? No, he knew that at age 18, he was going to get married, he had to provide, he had to build a family, then he had to go to work. That was his purpose. But now, we don't know what to do with our lives. There's so many things out there, there's so many opportunities, there's so many jobs, there's so many things. You're so overwhelmed by the amount of things, by the amount of purposes offered to you, that you're just fucking drowning in them, and you simply don't know what to do with your life. And that's it right there. That's the reason you don't know what to do with your life. You're overwhelmed by distractions. Like, when was the last time you were waiting at a bus station, you were waiting for a class, you were waiting to get a sandwich, and you didn't look at your phone? You didn't distract yourself? When was the last time you had to shit without your phone? Like, we can't even, our generation can't even sit through a loading screen on a video game. I've noticed this about myself. Like, there were so many times when I was just having a gaming session and there was a loading screen, and literally within an instant I would grab my phone and I would start scrolling. Even if it was just like one millisecond of dopamine, I would take it because I could not endure a single second of boredom. So, like, our generation is so fucking scared of boredom, and yet our ancestors had much more boredom. They were much more bored than we are, and yet we're much more scared of boredom. We never want to be in this I don't know what to do mindset. We never want to be in this hesitant mindset. And whenever that boredom is presented to us, we choose to distract ourselves. And your distractions become your values. When you're constantly distracted, when you're constantly pounded with shit content after shit content, no wonder that you're not going to find your purpose. No wonder that your friends aren't going to find your purpose. No wonder that our whole generation is going to become purposeless. It's when we constantly distract ourselves. It's when we don't let our minds think, when we don't let our minds ponder on what it is that we want to do in life, that we become purposeless. That was a long rant, like these thick forearms, bro. But what I'm trying to get at here is that the reason you're so purposeless is because you're constantly distracting yourself. You never let yourself think. You never sit alone with yourself. You're never actually mindful of the thoughts that wander into your mind. And then you wonder why it is you don't know what to do with your life. You don't know what to do with your life because you never actually sit to think about what to do with your life. And even if you're not sitting around just thinking about what to do with your life, you're not just sitting around. You're never just sitting around and letting your mind wander. And when you don't let your mind wander, well, your mind can never come across like great realizations and like aha moments in which you find your life's purpose and you realize what it is you want to do. Bro, today is a beautiful day. I fucking love being outside, bro. It's like I went on a walk this morning, and bro, I gotta do more walks, but like, it's not like walks are fun, but they're fucking, life is great, bro. Life is fucking great. But basically, it's when that you constantly distract yourself. It's when you never let your brain just process things and think things out, that you become purposeless. And because of things like TikTok and video games and just fucking constant distractions and constant consumption, our whole generation, and like, you know, our generation, I don't actually know what I am. I think I'm like Gen X. I'm in high school right now, that should probably tell you it. And like Gen Alpha who's watching Cocomelon and on TikTok at age 3, you think they're gonna find their purpose? Unless they watch this video and subscribe, no. So we really need to get more young men on this. We need to help more young men find their purpose. And that's what I want to teach you now, how to find your purpose. So I actually have a whole video on this, so you can go watch that. It's like I go into more detail, and it's really a detailed explanation. I think it is. I think it was made a month ago, so if you want me to like make a revised thing, then I can. And if you have any like video ideas, things you want me to cover, I will happily do so. Just let me know, and I'll make a video about them next week, because now I'm recording this week's video. Yeah, this week's video. But the key to finding your purpose is to sit alone in a room with nothing, maybe a journal and a pen, but nothing, and to let your mind think. So this is something that I actually did. I went outside, just like there's a tree in my front yard, and I just put a chair under it. I just fucking sat there, literally just with nothing, and I just sat there. And my mind went to what I wanted to do with my life, and I was like, huh. And really those moments of like deep introspectiveness, I think I said it right. Well, those moments are so incredibly valuable. And out of the people watching this video, like the people that are actually gonna do this are probably like 1 in 10. You know, probably 1% of people are actually gonna take action on this, but that 1% is gonna find their purpose, and they're gonna become successful. And I cannot encourage you more to do this habit, to let your mind wander for long periods of time. And you can do this once, and maybe you'll find your purpose immediately. But it's when you cut out distractions that life really starts to find its meaning. That was so fucking poetic, bro. I'm playing.